Do you know anything about Roman crucifixion?
No, I don't.
Do you know anything at all? When Rome tried an individual, the execution has to carry out. Do you know when there is an execution in Rome? Rome is like an holiday. All the citizens of Rome need to come to the square to see that crucifixion.
Okay, yeah.
Now, why would Pontius Pilate pass a decree with the Jewish elders to execute a man, and then the man they plead to execute just disappear in thin here? And historians wrote that he disappeared. Name me one historian wrote Jesus vanished.
Brilliant!
No, you say it. Bible can't help you now. Leave Bible. Look here. Bible gone. Oh, God. Bible gone. Bible gone.
If you say that God can do anything, right?
Yes.
Jesus can ascend him, can
Jesus what?
Jesus ascended to heaven. Right?
Wow. Okay. Why did Jesus ascend it?
Will of God.
Okay. So what is the will of God? What is the will of God?
For Jesus not to die.
Okay. Why would Jesus... Let me go further. Can I do it?
Why was he trying?
The book of Psalms
Oh, okay.
and the book of Isaiah
Yeah.
spoke about Jesus' death in Jerusalem before crucifixion was evil. Sorry,
That's true.
implemented.
Where?
Jesus' death was predicted long before it took place.
The Old Testament.
What? Brother, use Qur'an though to unprove it now.
Psalms 22.
Uncle, not today.
Psalms 22, brother.
Not today, Uncle.
Let me show you. Grab the scriptures. Grab the scriptures. Hear the readings out. Wrap it out.
We're gonna read this down, yeah?
Gotta read it out now.
Okay.
Remember now, Jesus wasn't born yet. Remember, Mary didn't have a pregnancy yet. Remember now, the Messiah didn't come as yet. So he's going to give you a pre-notion of something that is to come, that has not yet come, but will come. Get away.
Yes.
Careful. We know you like your steak rare, but we're going to give you gravy with it, my friend.
For first time, come on.
Welcome to Speaker's Corner, my friend. We love you. We love you.
I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint.
Yes.
My heart is like wax; it has melted within me.
Yes.
My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue clings to my jaws.
Yes.
You have brought me to the dust of death.
Yes.
For dogs have surrounded me; the congregation of the wicked has
Yes.
enclosed me.
Yes.
They pierced my hands and
My feet. Okay, stop it now. Whose hands were pierced?
No, who is the text talking about?
Christ himself.
How do you know?
Okay, continue again.
Right.
You see it? I'm glad you asked a relevant question.
Okay. I'll show you something.
Oh, I'm glad you do it, my friend.
The discovery of the Pontius Pilate inscription at Caesarea Maritima stands as one of the most significant archaeological findings that directly bridges the Gospel of John with concrete Roman history. The limestone block, unearthed in 1961 by an Italian archaeological team, bears a Latin inscription explicitly mentioning the name Pontius Pilatus, his official title Praefectus Judaeae, Prefect of Judea, and his dedication to Emperor Tiberius. This was not a minor artifact or a fragment taken out of context. It came from an official Roman public building erected in the administrative capital of Judea. The presence of Pilate's name carved into this stone confirms beyond doubt that he was a historical governor who truly ruled Judea during the exact period when the Gospel records the crucifixion of Jesus. This context matters deeply, because John chapters 18 and 19 describe Jesus' trial with remarkable accuracy to Roman legal procedure. John does not present a mystical or symbolic story, but a scene of formal governance. A Roman official with the authority to pronounce a death sentence, a defendant accused of threatening public order, and an execution carried out by the standard Roman method, crucifixion. In Roman law, once a prefect issued a death verdict, the sentence was final and had to be executed immediately under military supervision. There was no room for substitution or disguise, as later Islamic tradition suggests, because every crucifixion was a public state ceremony, intended to display Rome's absolute power and warn against defiance. The appearance of Pilate's name on this inscription therefore becomes material evidence linking three independent layers of history: biblical text, Roman historiography, and archaeology. The Roman historian Tacitus, in Annales 1544, wrote, "Christus suffered the extreme penalty during the reign of Tiberius at the hands of one of our procurators, Pontius Pilatus." Likewise, Flavius Josephus, the first-century Jewish historian, recorded that Pilate crucified Jesus at the request of the Jewish leaders. Both of these testimonies are independent of the Gospels, yet all three sources converge on the same event, the same time frame, and the same Roman authority. Thus, the crucifixion of Christ is not a faith-based legend, but a historical event that occurred within a Roman administrative system now verified by archaeology.
I'm going to show you something very interesting.
I'm glad.
Are you listening?
Go on, remember now. Hold on. From a corrupted text, we're telling you the truth. Okay.
And remember, this was revealed to me in a vision by the Spirit.
Talk to me, Spirit.
Yes.
Read it from
So
now.
now, this is Peter.
Yes, sir.
Verse 10. Of the salvation of the prophets have inquired and searched carefully who prophesies of the grace that would come to you. Searching that or what man of time the Spirit of Christ who was in them was indicating when you testify beforehand the sufferings of Christ.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, think about it now. I'm going to give you the platform now. Use Quran, Tafsir, Bukhari, and debunk those texts. Not your assumption. I'm only interested in the 144 surah that Gabriel gave Muhammad.
114.
114. Thank you very much. Anything else? I'm not interested. Now, use those words and use Quran to debunk this.
To debunk that the crucifixion of Christ, let me just be clear now. It was in the Old Testament and found, right? And then it happened in the New Testament.
Sorry, sir. But how do you know it was in there? How do you trust? Because the book is corrupted.
I don't believe it. You guys believe it.
No. But don't speak as if it was in there. Use the Quran to show me why it's not in there.
God didn't say.
No, but you have to use your book as a rebuttal.
Why?
Because you're referring to a corrupted text that you don't believe.
Okay.
Are you making the text a strong point?
That's why we're
If you make any point, right? If you make any point, you expect that to be in the Quran as a rebuttal?
No, a Quran came to correct what was corrupted.
Yes.
So you have to use the corrected method to justify the corrupted. Yes, sir.
And it does. It says
Chapter, page, chapter and verse from Quran. Surah Muhammad, sorry, give me the correct
Find
page.
it to debunk this.
That's what we need. Don't use Bible text to do that. Don't do that. We have given you guys that excuse for too long. We stop it now. Jesus never died? Tell me who. Because somebody died up there. And if you tell me Judas, it's a lie. If you tell me Barnabas, it's a lie.
I'm not telling you that, bro.
Because all these men have an existent living after crucifixion. So everybody you're trying to put, they still lived.
Okay.
And they had a date when they died.
Your point is that Jesus died on
Not
the
my point. The Bible's word of God
cross.
says.
The Bible said that Jesus died on the cross.
Yes, that's correct.
What does
Yes.
the Quran say? Jesus was not killed or crucified by his enemies.
Okay,
it
but
was
we're
made to
asking
be
you-
so.
Something. So Jesus was not killed or crucified
You wanna know
by,
who was?
by his enemies. Now read the next verse from there for me.
Okay, yeah.
Because the next verse would say, and this person did die in place of Jesus then. And why did Jesus wasn't killed? Because of this, so, that. That's what we need to know. Because he can't just say,
Rather Allah raised himself, to himself, and ever is Allah.
for what? No, sir, do me a favor. Let me read it for you.
Yeah.
This verse says, and Jesus never died, and Allah had him at the kebab shop to have a doner kebab and fry rice. And some, no, it's wrong text. You're already right. Rather, Allah raised him to himself. So God raised him to himself.
Why Jesus?
So hold on. This is going to be interesting now. No, hold on.
One of the best.
Sir, hold on. God raised up Jesus to himself. Let's go to pause it now. Name your father or any man who's watched his child go through persecution when he has the ability to save him and allow him to be persecuted like that, then take him back up.
I don't know what you said.
Okay, all right, listen. Why would God allow his son
Yes.
to go through all of that persecution to be mocked?
Jesus was mocked, he was spotted, he was beaten in Rome. A crown was on his head.
Bad.
If God knew that he was going to raise him up, why did he allow him to be humiliated like that if he's a God of love? Think now for yourself, my brother.
And what was the purpose?
And what was the purpose of the humiliation? That something ain't right?
It's a test for the Christians.
Sorry.
It's a test for the Christians.
Sorry. We know you don't much knowledge and stuff like that.
I know, yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Orlando in Humanity loves you so much. And I know that you are a student in making. God bless you. God bless you. And you know what happened? Welcome to Speaker's Corner. This is not where
gonna give you a hug if
Christianity
you don't stop.
against Islam. We share
give you a big hug
discussions
if you don't
and we
stop.
learn. From. And everywhere you see me, Orlando loves you. God bless him. God bless him.
The idea that Jesus, Isa, did not die on the cross but was instead taken up alive into heaven did not originate from a new divine revelation. It was a theological inheritance, a concept that had circulated throughout the Middle East centuries before the rise of Islam. When we trace its historical roots, we find that in the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD, various Gnostic and Docetic sects emerged, groups that rejected the reality of Jesus' physical suffering and death. They believed that Christ was a purely divine being, too holy to truly experience human pain. To them, his body was only a temporary appearance, and the crucifixion was merely an illusion, something that only seemed to happen. In several Gnostic writings, such as the second treatise of the Great Seth and the Apocalypse of Peter, Jesus is depicted as standing above the cross, laughing at those crucifying his shadow. The Qur'anic phrase, wa ma qataluhu, wa ma salabuhu walakin shubbiha lahum. They did not kill him, nor did they crucify him, but it was made to appear so to them, echoes this ancient motif almost verbatim. Muhammad did not introduce a new revelation. Rather, he inherited a popular version of the Docetic myth already circulating among non-Orthodox Christian groups, such as the Ebionites, Nestorians, and Monophysites of Syria and Egypt. In pre-Islamic Arabia, religious thought was a crossroads of competing Christian sects. Many of these communities denied the full divinity of Christ and regarded him only as a great prophet. They also rejected the idea of redemption through the death of Christ, believing that God would never allow his chosen messenger to die such a shameful death. This worldview formed the ideological background in which Muhammad encountered the story of Jesus, already distorted and reshaped by heterodox beliefs. It is therefore unsurprising that when the Qur'an speaks of Isa, it reflects the Eastern heretical image of Jesus, rather than the crucified and risen Christ testified to by the early church.